You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for check, expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, no free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but the chains go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
No, Sean, I don't. Thank you. Give me a sec, guys. I have to send links out, so just give me a second here. I got to copy it and do it before I started. Let's see. All right. See here. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna get through these as quick as possible. Then I will say hi to everybody. A couple more to do here. And then anybody that's popped in, if you have a previous link in your messenger, you can use it. I just send them out as more, just reminders. All right, there we go. All right, so what's up? JRC's first. How's it going? Maxer. What's up? W, how's it going? Sean. How y'all doing? Actually, Curtis decided just to do that out of nowhere. And he contacts me and sends me a video. He goes, I put Tim as Jesus in the intro. I said, okay. And now everybody's calling him Jesus all the time. So, but yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, Curtis actually made that for me because I'm just not into all that graphics design and editing and all that. So he threw that together for me. How you doing, Max? You still busy this weekend, Sean? Playing referee. That's all I'm gonna say. You want to sneak away for a minute, you can get on here if you want. See if anybody pops on tonight. So, like I said, it's kind of in the middle of the week, so. I didn't know Wedge and Big's wife was doing a live stream. Interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna try to take the video and just cut the Saturday night at the end and just at the very beginning, just for kind of random lives. Just, I didn't think to do that, like to have see if Curtis could do a random live one and just a regular Saturday night one. It's all right. It don't matter. it's cool either way. So, oh my God. Hold on. There you go. There's your links there. And work, extra work to do. A few things are not working, more stuff. Excuse me a sec, guys. My allergies are kicking in, so. Welcome, boo boo. Yeah, Sean. She never says I send her a link, even though she's like 2 feet from me. Yeah, we'll see if anybody pops in here. Uh, see. So it looks like Tony's busy tonight, and so is Sean. So I'll wait and see. I sent him out to a bunch of people. I'm sure Dominic will pop in any minute now. So. Well, you're invited. One thing I'm having trouble with, for some reason, I can't get mouse without borders to reconnect. I keep saying check the firewall to see if it has access to connect, and it does on both computers. So I don't know why the hell it keeps asking me that. Because it has permission on both computers, so. Oh, you're good, Sean. We'll see you later, man. I know you were having a busy weekend this weekend, so, or this week, I should say. Keep thinking it's the weekend and it's only frickin' Wednesday. Probably not JRC. She just wanted a link to have a link. I doubt she'll come on. Plus, if she does, she's gonna have to go to the other room because otherwise it's gonna be a badass echo. Because all I'd be able to hear is her talking on both, you know, next to me plus in my headphones. So what y'all up to? Anybody up to anything interesting? Try to keep the conversation going here. Sure, Tim's probably busy working. It's got to be what, 8, 9, 10 in the morning there, so he's probably at work. All right, Sean, whenever you get some extra time, maybe you can help me do that. I don't want to turn the wrong one off. So, because there was 2 different settings in there for 2 different ones, so I'll just wait. I don't want to screw something up. So I just went in and checked that the settings, it was checked both boxes to allow to go for the program to go in or out and on both computers. But yeah, I'll wait to do that. It's not a big deal right now. So whenever you get time. Doesn't look like Flying for Fun is on tonight. I think Ray is having an operation today. I know he wasn't on the other night because his son was in town, so. What's up, Roland? I sent you a link if you want to pop in. I don't know what Mars is up to. I sent him one too. But like I said, any of you guys that have old links in your mailbox or in Messenger, you can just click on it, should bring you in. So most of you guys have links that I sent you before, and if you want a link, just let me know and I'll send you one. You don't have one. Because I'm kind of trying not to put it in chat anymore, so. Give me a sec as I can grab the dog. Oh man. All right. How's the air there? Everyone is saying unhealthy. Lots of smoke. Yeah, I've been hearing about that. It's pretty bad up there. They're saying it's possible it can make it all the way down here, but I don't know. It's pretty far, so. Oh, you're good, Roland. You know you and Mars are always welcome. No, Mark, what I did was I sent your file off to David AZ and he reconverted it and sent it back to me. Because he had Excel, so he just converted it and sent it back to me in a different format. So I was able to open it. Plus, after you sent it to me, like 2 or 3 other people out of nowhere, all of a sudden, like 20 minutes later, sent me the same thing. And they're all kind of different variations of the list because I know Johnny, I think, redid it like 2 or 3 different times. So one of them's like really old, like Jim's still on it, and he hasn't done a live show in almost 2 years. Oh wow, in Pennsylvania? Jesus. I mean, I guess it could make it down here if it stays bad enough, but I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Ennis. He disappeared again. He does that sometimes, like he'll be around forever. Like for months and months he'll come on every day and all of a sudden he'll disappear for like 6 months and nobody will hear from him. So in New York, cigarette smokers are complaining. Yeah, like I said, I believe so, yeah, Mark. Let me look and see what exactly he put it in. I know I was able to open it though. Let's see here. All right, let me see here. Let's see. Oh, see what I can even find it because we talk a lot. So uh, yeah, I believe that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, you know what's really fucked up, right? Is I found. So I was digging through some stuff today. Let me see if I can find it. So. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember me telling you on the turn my background off so you guys can see. See if that works. Okay, so I told you guys I had that antenna for that small mini PC, right? And I was going through some stuff, some old stuff, and I found a little antenna USB plug that I had from a while back. So I was like, I wonder if it fits, and it does. It works and everything. I tested on the other computer, and now the damn mini PC won't turn on, and I can't figure out why. It's getting power and everything. It just won't. I can't get it turned on. I was gonna hook it up for my kids to use, put dual monitors on it for them. Uh, yeah, but Dave goes live from his bed. So. Oh yeah, that's true, John. Casey made a vlog. Casey Neistat. Oh, about the smoke, yeah. But yeah, so now that I had that problem fixed, another problem arised. So I got the electric meter out, tested everything. So there's no plugs or anything unplugged inside of it, no wires. I took the RAM out, reseated it. I took the M.2 out, put it back in, made sure it was nice and tight. Yeah. The days of slapping something and getting it to work though are very diminished these days. Not very many moving parts in anything anymore. Yeah, Tim, check the BIOS. Yeah, okay. I have to get the computer on to check the BIOS, so that don't work. There's like no power going to it at all. And I took it apart like a week ago, or a week or two ago, and it was just to switch the M.2s out. It's just the plate underneath. Like I didn't even go all the way in it. So I know I didn't do anything to it. What's up, Paul? How's it going? And I'll throw the link in the chat just for a minute if somebody wants to grab it. But yeah, I that's something else I gotta figure out now. Why it's not turning on. I'll play with it again a little bit tomorrow and see if I can figure it out. You working a full day today, Tim? Oh, shut up, Tim. Shut your mouth. All I did was literally slide the bottom plate off and just took the M.2 out and put the new one in, and put the old one in there and put the new one in my computer. There's no way that screwed something up. It hadn't even been plugged in for months. So there was no power in it. Oh, it looks like we got Paul Murray popping in. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Hold on, Tim. Let me pull those pictures up. Put the new one in, put the old one in there, put the new one in my computer. There's no way. Let me find you here on my list. Jesus Christ. You got buried somewhere. Hold on. Tim Jackson. Tim wanted me to show some pictures from his work site today. What's up, Paul?
Just got back in the store.
So there's one picture. There's the crane. You sent me a video. Where's the video at? Oh, group chat. Give me a second. Let me find it.
Comes TJ.
What's up, TJ?
What's up, y'all?
All right. This was at Tim's work site today.
Oh God, what the hell?
They're probably putting it up on a roof or something, or
Oh,
moving it
is
into
somebody
a
in?
job
Is
site.
somebody in there?
No.
Oh, it
No.
looked like somebody was in there.
Well, you know what some companies will actually do that I've seen, TJ, is they'll be on the side of the road,
Right.
or they'll have a work site like in the middle of nowhere or kind of off of the beaten path. And what they'll do is they'll lift all the expensive shit up off the ground at the end of the day, and they just let it dangle in the air until they get back the next day. Like any expensive building materials, little tractors like that and stuff
Right.
that's easy for people to steal.
Yeah, like the I think I've seen cement mixers or something dangling in the air. Or no, it's maybe like a generator or something. So people
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll hang it from the cranes, that way people can't steal it in the middle of the night.
Right.
Tim's working a 12-hour shift. That's my air tester. All right, let's see. We'll see what we're at there. Dude, I got allergies like a motherfucker, so
Oh shit.
we're in the total green. We're good for air quality, so
We got everybody. We got Maxi in here. We got Edge FPV. The
Yeah.
cousin John. Sarah. We got Uncle Mars or Uncle Rules in the house. Tim. What's up, Brett?
dude, I got into the server tonight. Speaking of that, Lambo, I got into the server tonight. Wasn't even in there 30 seconds, bro. I had like six cop cars pull me over, just harassing the hell out of me. Talking about they saw Speedy, and then one of them said they saw me throw a meth pipe out the window.
What is that? Learn your burn.
He's talking about Bertha
Oh, gotcha, gotcha.
because I posted a short where she was burning down a cop's house that arrested her.
Oh,
She was throwing Molotov cocktails on his roof.
oh, is that what they arrested her for when they put her in the cop car?
No, that was afterwards
Oh,
when she got arrested. She went to his house and
You
burned
got
his
away
house.
from that incident.
No, I got thrown in prison for like, what was it? Almost 1,000 seconds. I sat in there for a good 10, 15 minutes. I was like, Jesus. But no, they actually send you to a prison and you're inside,
Oh.
you get stuck inside the prison for a specific amount of time. And you sit in there, you can lift weights, run around.
Oh, that's crazy. Huh.
But yeah, I wasn't even in the server for 30 seconds tonight and had like 10 cop cars surround me. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
Lambo, all you have to do is download 5M. You go to 5M's website and just download their program to your computer, and you just go inside 5M, put in the server you're looking for, which is Florida State Roleplay. And you just click on it, it'll take you right into it. But you have to have GTA
What's up, Mark?
5 Rockstar launcher, and you have to have a copy of the game downloaded to your computer. Because the 5M has to verify that you have a licensed copy of the game. But you're gonna have to have a decent computer to run that. I don't know what you're running, but
What's up, David? Hey, Paul, John wants to know if it's smoky by you.
hold on, I'll give you.
On and off it has been, but not bad.
Oh,
It's clearer than most places.
What I'll do, Lambo, is I'll send you the links of all the different programs you have to download if you're interested. I'll just send them to you in Messenger. There's two different ones you have to download. Oh, what the hell?
were you eating your late dinner there, Paul, or what?
Yeah, well, Lynn and I signed up for Meals on Wheels.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you telling this story.
Yeah, so
John was like, Paul eats like he's served a time in prison.
yeah, I was married 3 times. That was like being in prison.
That's funny. What do you have tonight for dinner? What you got?
There you go, Brett.
It was a thing with like all the goodies to make a taco salad,
Oh, there you go.
like the meat and the cheese,
Right.
and some vegetables, and then some lettuce and with tomatoes.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I was talking about the game because Lambo was asking me. But Lambo, I sent you the 2 links to the 2 programs you need. But like I said, you also have to have a copy of the game GTA 5 downloaded on your computer. And once you download it to your computer, launcher will
Dustin?
connect to it and automatically give 5M your information. What's up?
Dustin's in the chat.
What's up, Dustin? What's up, Mark? Well, and the thing is it's people don't realize how how much work it actually takes to set up to actually do those videos and stuff. Like I have to run 3 or 4 different programs while I'm playing the game.
I thought it was like one program while you're playing the game.
No, I actually have to run. I have to pull up disk, and you have to pull them up in a specific order too.
Oh,
If you're in this, like if you're a member of the server like I am, like Lambo doesn't have to do all that because he'll just come in as a guest and play.
right.
But like I have to pull up Discord first, then I pull up TeamSpeak, then I pull up 5M, and then I pull up NVIDIA software to do the screen recording.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
Discord will connect to TeamSpeak, and then TeamSpeak will connect to 5M and give all the information in order.
Oh, gotcha. It's like TeamSpeak
Yeah.
is like when other people are playing, so they could talk to you and shit like
Right,
that.
it's a private, it's like a private chat room type thing.
Gotcha.
It's a voice chat type thing. Which I don't understand why we don't just use the Discord chat. I mean, it has a really good chat system built into it, but yeah, they use a third party one. What you doing tonight, TJ? Anything special?
Yeah, no, my birthday's in a couple of days, so I guess I got mom had she had made reservations at this restaurant. And
Uh-huh.
so like I'm like my birthday's on Saturday, so I'm supposed to be working till 5, but I'm gonna see if I can go in early on Saturday or whatever, and then so I can get off early because I think I'm working 7 to 5 or whatever.
How did your Zoom meeting go tonight?
It went all right. It went all right. We just talked and was sharing stories and whatnot. So yeah, it went pretty well.
So to be honest, I don't think I've ever made reservations at like a fancy restaurant like that before.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
don't
to
know.
them, but somebody else made the reservations.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually done that. Like I've gotten to where you have to you pull up to like Outback and there's a line and they make you get one of those little beeper things you gotta sit outside.
Yeah, I've done that too. Yeah. Yeah, I've done that.
I don't think I've ever actually made that I'm thinking about. I've never made reservations to a fancy restaurant before.
Yeah, I don't even know what this restaurant is. Probably like some like
Some hoity-toity restaurant.
yeah,
You
probably.
better
Yeah.
find out if they got a dress code, because most places you make reservations to, they usually got some kind of dress code.
I'm just gonna show up in my birthday suit and a tie.
That's called indecent exposure, and you will get arrested for that.
Yeah.
I don't care which fucking restaurant you go into.
Yeah. Yeah, Chili's they do have beepers sometimes. Well, they do have them, but it just depends on like when you go there.
Even Chili's have beepers, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I bet like fuck up and make the mistake and go out to eat, try to go out to eat to dinner on like a graduation night for high schools or something.
Oh yeah.
Or like Mother's Day. Oh my God.
Or
Bro.
Father's Day or any like holiday for that matter.
The fucking taco trucks will have a line on those days.
Yeah. Like what? Are people that starving? They're coming to a taco truck?
No, to be honest, Lambo, I never went to prom. And no, me and Sarah always just went to we like basic restaurants. I mean, we always went to like Chili's or Outback or maybe like a little seafood restaurant. Like, we never really went to a fancy restaurant like that. So as long as you don't go with Tim, they'll let you into a fancy restaurant.
Yeah. Oh no, wait. I'm actually off on Saturday. I forgot it's Friday Friday we're going out to dinner. So I gotta see if I can go in early on Friday.
Have you ever been to Roost Chris?
No,
God, that place is expensive, bro.
yeah, I think I went there once a long time ago. It's been a while.
Like,
Yeah, they are quite pricey. I think we have a gift card to there.
That's the place that makes you feel like you're a poor piece of shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you do, bro. I don't care. You could pull up there in a 2023 Honda Accord, like a nice little 2023 Honda Accord, and you'll get out and there. All you see in the parking lot is freaking Aston Martins and Porsches and $200,000 Ferraris, and you're like, I'm driving this piece of shit.
David said Justin's fancy restaurant is Chuck E. Cheese.
That's true though, David. The fancy restaurants, you don't tend to really get good portions there. Yeah, Ruth's Chris though, it's. I hope somebody didn't give you like no bullshit $5 or $10 gift card to that.
No, I don't know. I didn't even see. I don't even know what the amount is on that damn thing.
It better be at
Are,
least
are there are
100.
there are there steaks even good at all? It's been a while
Oh.
since I've been there.
Yeah, they actually are known for having like. They only serve like what's considered like the top 1 or 2% of steaks, like as far as quality goes. But they're, like I said, they're super expensive. If you and your wife went in there, you probably easily spend $200-300.
Oh shit.
So just be mindful of that. Don't go in there and be like, yeah, I'll take one of everything on the menu.
Yeah,
'Cause then you're gonna be living in handcuffs because you can't pay the bill.
yeah. Be sending you to the back washing dishes.
No, you'll definitely be getting arrested for grand larceny.
Yeah. That's like the Cheesecake Factory. That shit's expensive as hell too.
I've never been to the Cheesecake Factory. I've always wanted to go there. I've never been to one though.
I ate at one like a long time ago, and I think I just had a salad there. What's wrong with your headphones?
I was plugging them in. They're going
Oh.
dead. So,
Oh,
you can easily spend over $100 in there. Like I want to say, like when we went to Sarah's old job, used to rent out a private like. It was like a private room that like, and it had this big long ass table that like 20 people could sit around.
this is at Ruth Chris.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can actually rent out your own private room and you'll get your own private serve staff of 2 people that will
oh,
come in and serve you and everything, but you have to spend like a minimum like 14 grand or some shit.
oh shit.
Like,
Yeah.
and they actually had to order like 2 or 3 bottles of wine before we left just so they could meet the minimum requirement.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super expensive. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out, Dave. I'll just have to see if there's one. I know there's not one in our town, but I'll have to see if there's one in like Orlando or Tampa we can go check out. I have always wanted to go there.
It takes forever to like figure out what you want at the Cheesecake Factory because their menu's like that thick. It's like a
That's
damn
what
book.
Well,
that's what
TJ,
David said. Saying,
if
yeah.
you if you're a big shooter, TJ, you're just going to say, "I'll have one of everything."
I want everything.
What's up, Andrew? How's it going, man?
Give me a sandwich, give me a steak, give me a this, give me that, and then give me like one of every flavored cheesecake.
Yep.
But like I say, if you and your wife went into Ruth's Chris, you probably easily spend $300 because, like I
Yeah.
said, you don't go in there and tip these people $5-10, bro. They're
Yeah.
gonna be standing. They're expecting like $20-40. Easy.
Yeah.
Like, but that's it's just a high end place. Like I said, when you go in there, if you're not driving a $200,000 car, bro, you feel out of place there. You really do.
Yeah.
Very high end people go in there and eat.
Hey, AZ, I got a question for you. The
Oh,
controller that you sent me, how do I turn the volume up on? Because she's talking to me, but in such a low voice, you know?
it's got to be in the settings somewhere.
I
the
can't find any settings for it.
Oh,
And
you
when I'm flying, I don't want to mess with it because I'm afraid to push the wrong friggin' button, you know?
We'll do it before you take off.
That's what I ordered, David, when we went to that dinner and we didn't have to pay for it. I got the tomahawk steak, like he said. Yeah, it's like $250, but it's enough to feed like 2 people, bro. It was like that thick.
Sarah likes the calamari at Ruth's Chris.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
I like calamari, period. Calamari is pretty well, I guess like I don't know, you have to get it at the right place. You can't just have calamari anywhere.
But they have, and I don't know how they make their mixed drinks, but that rum and coke with lime there was so good. I don't even know what kind of rum they were using. Like I said, we didn't have to worry about the prices and stuff. We were just allowed to order whatever we wanted. And that's what I got. I got the same thing David got. Mine and Sarah's meal alone was like $500 between everything.
Well, I got you experts here.
All right, so David said swipe down to menu and change the audio setting.
Okay. Swipe down on this, go to the main screen, swipe down.
Okay,
Once it
it's just
turns
coming
on.
up on, it's
Okay.
just coming up.
All right. Once it gets to the main screen, then swipe down on the top. And then go to settings. You see,
Do you
or
see
there
settings
should-
on there?
or do you see volume control anywhere in there?
Yeah, down on the bottom, down here. It's at
Okay.
60%. So if I
Yes, toggled all the way up.
all the way to 100%.
Yeah, and then swipe back up and get rid of that menu. And then if you want, turn your drone on and try it real quick and see if it's louder.
You got it. You got it.
Well, the thing of it is unless I go fire the drone up and everything, I can't tell if it's working or not, right?
Yeah, eggplant parmesan is good. I like eggplant parmesan.
I thought he was asking if you like penis parmesan. That's the emoji for penis. I was like, I was a little, I was kind of confused by that for a sec because nobody ever actually.
That would concern you. Yes, yes, it would. Justin.
No, but I'm saying is nobody
But
actually.
then again, TJ and you know he's eating 3 full cucumbers. You know.
Yeah, but the thing is nobody ever uses that emoji for what it actually is. So it threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
AZ, you are the best. You know it. AZ knows it. If anybody has any questions,
Ask David Az. He knows
ask
everything.
David
Oh.
AZ. He knows it.
Tim
Yeah.
taught him everything.
Yep. Tim?
Where's-
Oh, that's funny.
See, even David said anything I learned from Tim. Now, David is a super smart dude, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, the thing of it is, he's just about had every controller and every drone that's ever been known to man.
Tim the Tool Jackson.
And
Well, I know what it is, Andrew. It's just nobody ever uses the eggplant emoji for eggplant. They use it for, you know, there's been so many emojis that have been turned into sexual. You know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. So when he put eggplant parmesan, I was looking at it like penis parmesan. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Penis parmesan.
Penis parmesan.
Like I've just seen it so much as the other thing that it just
Yeah.
that actually threw me off.
That's funny.
Apparently you understood it though.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, Andrew, he owns every damn DJI drone and all
oh,
Telegram.
yeah. Yes, he does.
Except for the big, large DJI drones. He doesn't have the.
He doesn't use the big, like he doesn't use the Inspires or the M300s or whatever.
But trust me, he has every drone that DJI has ever made, and probably double or triple on some of them.
Who, David?
Yes,
Yep.
he has a
Yeah.
huge collection of drones, and that's not even including his FPV shit, dude. He's got probably, I want to say, I can't remember the exact number, but I'm guessing probably 40 or 50 FPV drones, if not more.
Hey, David, come on the panel and just Justin will send you the link. You don't have to have the camera on, but you can talk to us and tell us what you have.
Although he came on my panel randomly one night, he doesn't like doing that, so I don't see him doing that.
Well, what I was thinking is a lot of people are afraid because they don't want the camera on, and I get that. But you know, you turn the camera off and come on and just have your voice.
No, he's just a private person. Over 100. No, he's just really private. Over 100 FPV drones, TJ.
Huh?
He has over 100
Over
FPV
100.
drones.
Oh, wow.
And like David's not the one, he does not buy cheap shit.
Nope.
Everything's high end.
He's not buying the 1999 Walmart special.
Yeah, he's not like JDS out here buying a bunch of shit off AliExpress.
Alibaba.
That's what JDS does. He buys a lot of, but I'll tell you what, if you look at a lot of the reviews, the really good reviews that get a lot of views on YouTube, it's always the cheaper shit. Like, because that more people are buying a $20 drone from Harbor Freight to play around with, and they'll look up a little how-to video or review video on it.
Yes, Andrew, I've seen the ads for they're taking orders for the new Sony 3D goggles. Apple.
Oh, one of my buddies was telling me about that.
Sony?
Man, have you seen the
Yep.
new goggles that Apple's I was like, no, I don't think
Not
so.
Sony, Apple. That's two different
Apple.
companies.
That's what I said. He was asking me if I've seen the new goggles that Apple came out with.
Yeah, fucking $4,000 too.
Yep.
Holy shit.
A lot of money.
Can you pull up a picture of them?
Dude, they ain't worth but like at most $1,200.
Shit.
But
That must be-
like Apple does always, they fucking quadruple charge you for something.
Shit, they must be that good.
I saw a picture of them earlier. See here.
David is Al.
Yeah, so
Holy shit.
Yep.
That's what they look like?
yeah, but they ain't worth no $4,000. I don't give a shit what they do. They are not worth $4,000.
But why does it look? I don't
See
get it.
what-
You put them on and you see the same thing you're seeing now.
No, but you see that? But you'll be able to darken them. But it'll be
Oh.
like having a virtual huge, like 100-inch phone in front of you.
Oh god.
See that animation is what you see how
Right.
big it is.
Man, that's intense.
I don't care. They ain't worth
And,
four.
and it comes with like a little small little remote to like scroll or whatever.
Yeah, it's just kind of like it's VR goggles with the remotes.
Man, that's crazy.
Oh, Andrew, I highly doubt they would be compatible with anything but the iPhones. I fucking hate Apple, dude. I used to like the Apple phones, but now I've come to just, I hate how they overcharge for everything. That's the thing, is their phones, their flagship phones. So like the iPhone 13 is like the answer to the S22, right? But it's like 3 times as much, and this has better specs than the iPhone 13 does. And it's 3 times as expensive. You can get a S22 like the one I have off of Amazon for like $400, $500 at the most.
And I don't get, oh, let me show you this part. I'm gonna screen share. I don't quite understand this. Use your hands to navigate around.
So what it's doing is that little band's like a pressure point sensor, most likely.
And
And
it
so
sees your wrist movement, is that?
Either that or the goggles, there's a camera on the goggles that are reading your hand movements.
There are
Is the only thing I,
multiple
yeah,
devices
see,
too, which let you see the real world
There's
with digital-
cameras on the goggles.
Apple Watch like digital crown dial lets you get to the home screen and also controls how much of the virtual world you see. You can even use the cameras to capture spatial 3D videos and photos.
It's easy to capture a spatial photo or video with just the press of a button.
If you're wondering how you log in, iris scans with Optic ID. Apple says your eye scans are kept on the device.
So what do you do once you've got that on your head and all that other stuff on your body? Well, Apple showed off a few experiences.
Surprisingly, a lot of the things shown have to do you can see multiple
Now,
Microsoft
my thing is if they could compact that down to
Sharp text
what your
wrap.
like sunglasses or your regular glasses kind of space would take up on your head,
since you're
then I would probably say they might be worth that, but
Well, what was the company that had the like the eyeglass?
that was Google. That was the Google Glass, I think they were called.
Support too. Apple's really hoping
Yeah,
Oh,
Google's
that's
the one that
crazy.
made those.
patients the operating system powering it. Yo, Bob Iger even showed off some virtual Disney experiences.
Whoa. Huh.
Disney to our fans in ways that were previously impossible.
Lot of thoughts on it
Oh, yeah, David.
soon. Stay tuned.
He says, did you see what I said, Justin? Will be something next year. Maybe it is bullshit as of now. Yeah, I'll have to wait and see.
Oh, here's the picture you want to see.
And Andrew says they're not compatible with glasses if you wear glasses. Well, yeah, how many people? I mean, that's gonna take a big chunk of people out of their. I kind of see this being a concept idea that's gonna flop on them. Like I said, if you could compact that technology down to something like this, that somebody could literally walk around with in the real world, and be able to, you know, turn it off and turn it on as they're walking down the
Holy
street,
shit.
sitting
There
at
you
the
go.
park. You know, you get what I'm saying, TJ?
Yeah, yeah. Like
That would, if you could make glasses like that in a form like this,
Very possibly replace the smartphone.
shit,
with
I'd
it.
pay $4,000 for it.
How does it work?
Yeah.
What's bad about it, what's bad about it, and then most importantly, why on earth is Apple doing this? So, it's a pair of goggles that you wear over your eyes. I wouldn't exactly say they make you look cool, like these auto tinting sunglasses I'm testing for another video.
Those are cool right there.
Yeah, those are pretty neat.
You actually have an app on your phone and you can control the
Designed
tint
in a way
level.
that Even though there is more tech going on in this headset than the slightly different angle, and that's what gives things a sense of depth, this allows you would struggle even if you stare right up close to discern individual pixel. So yes, this thing is really
23 million
expensive,
pixels.
but we need to make something very clear. And one day be able to use all the apps that you've gotten used to, but in a whole new. The hardware
That's
also
crazy.
has to be a lot more than just screens.
Well, the
It's-
question I
You'll
have
notice if you look at the
would
bottom,
be
this
for
thing is
AZ.
covered in sensors.
How many do you have
These
ordered?
sensors, you can place your app. There are
Mm.
some very interesting
David
things
doesn't do
about
Apple stuff.
and I'm getting there. But
He doesn't like Apple.
this is a social space, even though it is like your present. When you're doing things that are augmented. And then the third thing that these
I mean,
are
maybe his wife, because I know his wife does Apple phones, so I don't know.
all the thing.
But David generally doesn't use Apple products, so.
Didn't need well, it's going to require you to have an iPhone, and that iPhone
Oh, it's going to
is be
require you to
using
use an
insane amounts
iPhone.
of data from the 12 cameras.
Right, of course it is. It's Apple.
Only lasts like 2
If
hours.
it was Android, you could use it for Apple or.
Well, see, that's another $2,000 to buy an iPhone.
Buy extra.
Oh yeah, but that's what I said. I have a feeling that it's gonna be. I have a feeling that. Oh, bite my ass, Rod. I have a feeling that it's gonna be like this concept idea that's not gonna take off. I don't think they're gonna sell very many of those. For $3,400, and the price may go up from now till then because they're not even supposed to come out.
$34.99, yeah.
I don't think they're supposed to come out till next year.
That's crazy.
So the price could wildly swing another $500-600 by then. So, because we know what they're advertising now may not be what it will be in a year. Yeah, see, David's like me. He has an iPhone for work, but that's just because it's a requirement. Who said fuck Apple? There you go. There's the back for Tim. Excuse you, sir. Fuck you.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
He said, David said, welcome, teach.
Yeah. Welcome, teach.
TJ's having a hard time deciding what drone to get, whether he should save the money, get an Air 2S or get something lesser. And here we're looking at $4,000 goggles, for Christ's sake. Plus,
Yeah, I know. Like, I think I might get a pair of those.
do you use an Apple cell phone?
Yeah, I have an Apple cell phone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least you're halfway there.
Yeah.
Well, he
listen,
has an Apple laptop too, so.
Yeah. And I got Apple AirPods too.
Yeah, this is what I've always said about Apple. I think Paul would be better off with an Apple than I would. And then this is my whole point is Apple is better for people that aren't super techie because Apple will keep you from
They'll
accidentally.
do it all for you. Yep.
Well, the thing is like, say you accidentally click on some random program on the internet, your Apple device is going to be like, oh, you're not putting this on the computer. It's not going to let you do it, right? It's going to
Yep.
save you from doing something that you might not know what you're doing.
It'll slap your paw.
Right, where the PC's just gonna be like, okay, are you sure? Yeah, go ahead, download it. And you might downloaded a Trojan virus or something stupid, or might fuck your computer up, you know? So,
Hey, Tim Jackson is in the on the chat.
what's up, Tim? So like I've always said, Apple's really good for non-techie people because it'll keep them from doing something stupid because
Yeah.
open source can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing or have some kind of common sense about it. You can really get yourself into some trouble. That's true, but Apple don't have Microsoft Video Editor, right?
Tim Jackson's flipping everybody off because he's a member.
Oh, he just passed his 1 month as a member. That's why.
Woohoo.
But like I said, if I would recommend, nobody buy any DJI stuff for a couple months, just to see if this bill passes. Because if
I
that
don't
bill
think
passes,
Personally, I don't think it's going to pass.
I think it is because there's more support for it than there is against it. And nobody gives a shit what the public says. They don't
Yeah,
care
but
what the public says.
you're hearing about the mouse talking. It's when it comes down to it, the bean counters are going to go, "Ooh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute," because you know, if they're really worried about China, they don't need to put another spotlight on China invading us and taking all of our everything when it leads right back to Biden family.
Yeah, but the thing is it's being sponsored by Homeland Security, the Homeland Security Committee.
Yeah, but those
They're
guys
the ones-
they don't have a clue either, Justin. I mean, look at
No, they
Homeland Security is supposed to be guarding the border, for Christ's sake.
well, technically, they're pretty much, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're over every intelligence agency now. They're like the top one. So if they can
And-
come in
and-
and take
And
over.
so what kind of intelligence are they doing down on the border? Zero.
Yeah, but that's not the hot button issue for them right now.
Oh, but it's the
But
hot
like
issue for the public. Now, you guys live in Florida. Do you guys see much illegal immigrants in your area?
I don't really see any. I mean, I don't know what an illegal immigrant would look like, but I never see any.
The best way I could say, TJ, is the equivalent of what Tim looks like in Australia.
It took a long time before they accepted it. Yeah,
That's funny. That's funny.
he had a hard time when he moved there at first, didn't he, Justin? He'd go into a bar and they say, what are you doing here? You know?
Oh, no. See, visual line of sight. I'm not saying it's gonna pass. I'm just saying if I was you guys, I would hold off for a few months, see what happens. So you don't blow more money on something that has a potential of passing.
Here comes Rod.
What's up, Rod?
Yeah, the answer is Justin. And I think it was Drone XL that finally put the article out on this that kind of put the kibosh on the guys Paul was talking about that are all yap trying to get views around all this crap. Is that bill is buried in committee. It will never come out of committee. There were 3 people that sponsored it the previous year, and there's only 2 this year because one of them was smart enough to not sponsor it because he knows nothing's going to happen. So this is just a big talking mouthpiece for YouTube views right now. This
Rod,
thing is never coming out of committee.
Don't you think, Rod, it's a case of if they can distract the public onto something else, they'll forget about the Biden bullshit, you know?
Oh, sure.
Well,
You
what
know,
are
as
you
a
talking about?
talking piece that's never going to pass. Okay, I get it.
Well, the only thing I was telling people was just be wary about buying some stuff for a few months, see, kind of fill it out.
Yeah,
Because-
it's never gonna come out of the committee.
And,
And-
and to say it's distracting the public, the drone community's tiny.
Hello,
In the grand scheme of things, the drone community's nothing.
how
that's a
many of our
speck.
congressmen are making money from over there?
They all got their fingers in the pie.
It's not just Biden. It's a bunch of others as
Yeah,
well.
but they're-
So, yeah,
There's a lot
not
of them
gonna.
though that don't like China though. I mean,
no, I got it. We're in an
Publicly
economic war
they
right now.
can't. Privately, they do different things. It's like, Rod, wasn't it just in the news that a whole bunch of Congress people and government officials went over to visit China on the
yeah.
sly?
Yeah, I'm
well,
sure.
that's normal though. A lot of politicians do that behind the scenes. A lot of countries still have back doors where they try to work shit out of the public view. I mean, it's,
Well,
China's already got a problem. We don't need this to make their problem worse
yeah.
because of COVID.
that's true.
Because
JD.
of COVID and this, no, because of COVID and the supply chains. I can personally tell you that the computer IT industry is slowly sliding out of the back door away from China. Clothing manufacturing is slowly sliding out the back door, going to Vietnam and Colombia.
And India.
And India, you know, Apple is now 50% manufactured in India. So China's got bigger. The way we win against China is convincing people to move their manufacturing out of China.
Well, let's face it too. Apple got extorted from China.
Oh,
for
they
like,
did.
what was it,
China,
like 3 or
China,
400 million or something they extorted. them for?
China pulled China. And this is the part that I've been saying why DJI is a risk. The risk is that any company that is inside those borders has no choice but to do exactly what the Communist Chinese Party tells them to do. Mr. Frank, whatever, is not going to tell the CCP no. He'll be in front of a firing squad in a week. So if the Chinese come in and tell them to put something really bad in the firmware, they're going to do it, and we're not going to know it until it happens. And that's the real security risk. What they're going to do with it is another.
I mean, JD made a
story.
good point though, because I remember when remote ID was first getting talked about, and it was just more of a concept, and everybody was saying the same thing. They didn't think that was going to happen. I'm just saying, be cautious. Don't just assume it's not going to happen. Definitely pay attention so you can weigh your options if something does, you know. Because because there's a lot of guys that are like Al and Dre and stuff. Those are the guys that are going to get hurt the worst. Dobo, because these are guys that are built their livelihoods off that, whereas a lot of the other guys are just recreational. To be honest, if it really got to that point, would it sting you for a minute? Yeah, but you'd end up moving on and finding something else to do. I mean,
Well,
let's
and
face it.
don't you think too, like people like Dre and Dobo and those people are already talking to some engineers, electronic specialists, and whatever about how they can hack the damn thing.
Sure. I do actually. Now that you say that, Paul, I guess I'll share a story. So I have a coworker who's from the Ukraine, and he offered to buy a couple of my drones. I probably should have, but it was like I didn't have the heart to sell it to him, knowing that it was going to like be turned into plastic parts. But he said the Ukrainians are taking all those DJI and Autel drones, and they're just hacking the firmware. So whatever is on there, those guys are overriding anyway. So it is 100% would be possible for somebody to hack
You know,
in
it would
and
be
release
like-
a firmware that gave DJI the middle finger.
Rod, it would be like drag racing or Indy car racing,
Mm,
saying that that's just a Chevy. No, not anymore.
yeah. So
I
Well,
just have,
And here's the other part, and I think I said this the other day, right? Is what would happen? You know who's going to make the most money if that happens? The Mexican drug cartels,
yeah,
because they're gonna black market that shit across the southern border. It'll still show up here.
well, I mean, the
So-
drone industry wouldn't be completely dead because there's still, if you want to, you still have the capability to build your own drone. And there are guys that have built drones that could compete.
Sure.
I mean, maybe not quite as good as cameras, but as far as flight characteristics, stability, all that, I mean, they've built these drones. like long range FPV drones that have the GPS and stability, and they can fly it just like a DJI. So it wouldn't be completely dead. I honestly think if they got banned, like I said this last night, honestly, I think if they got banned, that would be such a huge market with the vacuum in it that you'd see a lot of
I
companies
think the
stepping in
guys who
trying to
produce
take it.
FPV stuff would produce camera drone stuff
Yep.
out of the same kinds of parts. And the
Because I-
software and beta FPV and all those guys would instantly have crap that would fly just as stable as DJI did.
Well, and that's the thing is it's not so much that the parts are coming from China as much as I think the software you're using to fly the drone.
Bingo. Now
Yep.
that is one of my arguments, and people seem to overlook it because one of the first arguments that everybody throws out there is, oh, but all of our cell phones are manufactured over there. But tell me this, where's the operating system come from that's on the cell phones? Who makes
Right.
it?
Doesn't matter if the
Apple and Google. They're
Just 'cause-
both
just-
US made manufacturers are making the operating system.
and
So
just because
that's the difference.
the phone case is manufactured in China, that doesn't change the characteristics of the phone.
Nope.
It's because it's not their operating system. I mean, and you can take parts from other countries and put them through
Sure.
specific tests and know if there's any backdoors or any weird crap put on it. I mean, they can easily do that. I mean, I'm sure that Apple and Samsung and all these companies, if they have anything built in China, I'm sure they reverse engineer it and take it, random ones apart and just look at them, make sure there's nothing funky about them. I mean, they have to do a quality control just like any other company.
Well, it still takes the combination of the hardware and the software
Right.
to implement something new. So if they kind of stuck something in there, it'd be kind of hard.
What's up, Dominic? I sent you a link if you want to come in, Dominic.
Dominic.
But that's what I'm saying. It's everybody's like, well, all the parts are made over there anyway. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's the software that everybody's bitching about.
Mm-hmm.
If it was American software running DJI drones, I guarantee you wouldn't have half the argument about them.
And I think I think eventually they will do, I don't
Wait.
know whether it was you, Justin, or somebody else. They'll put a DJI office over here, right? Or they'll put it in Europe someplace and manufacture them in like Eastern Europe for the US to get it out of China. And instantly this whole thing would just disappear.
And
Doesn't Tesla, don't they already have a drone out, I think?
I
Tesla.
wouldn't be surprised if they're not working on something, but it'd probably be more commercial. I don't see them really getting into the consumer side of it.
Cause
They might do some self-automated commercial drones for different things, but if anything, they're just gonna lightly dip their toes and I don't see them going full-fledged into something like that.
You know, that one Japanese company, which was that article that came out, I don't know what, month and a half ago, of that one Japanese drone. You know, you'd see companies over there probably step in and try to produce stuff.
Like I said, I think honestly, like I said, if DJI got banned and were just pushed out and all of a sudden it created $100 billion vacuum of market share, I think it would actually be a very exciting time for the drone community because then you'd get all these companies that are gonna
Somebody's
try to
gonna
get to the
jump
top.
in, yeah.
But you'd get a bunch of companies coming in small, but they'd all be competing to get to the DJI level in America. And you would see a lot of different variations of drones coming out.
Sure.
and it would give them a lot more content to talk about, to be honest with you.
And then you may have the market that is like the FPV market, right? Where it's a build your own camera drone kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or have somebody build it for you.
Yeah.
The new DJI names. Was it the Teej 3? The fan,
Teej 3,
and the
yeah.
Fan
Teej
Teej
3.
5?
The Phantom Teej. Phantom Teej. Phantom Teej 5.
It's sadly though, the Phantom Teej might suffer from flyaways.
You know, one of the more interesting things is I think the communications chips that they're using are actually from the US. They're Texas Instruments stuff.
Yeah.
Or another company that's actually here in the US that makes the communications chips that's in the DJI stuff
Or
for the
Tony,
OcuSync.
Tony, come on the panel and explain what you're talking about. I'm slightly confused by that comment, but I'm curious about it. I sent you a link if you want to come in. Yeah, but that's the DJI service centers. Those are, I mean, a mom and pop
Ye-
type. They're not.
You know, that's
massive.
another interesting part.
It's not a big plant.
Thinking of that is in some ways we cause unemployment for the DJI folks that are the service folks and stuff that are here.
I don't even think, I mean, I've never actually been to their service center. I don't know if it's some big ass like plant, but I doubt it. Because it seems like a lot of people's drones don't ever actually get fixed. They just send them new ones. Seems like a lot of
people's
times.
stones.
Well, no, it seems like a lot of times they'll just send them their product and as fast as
They're
they're
getting
making these
fixed. They're
turnarounds.
getting fixed somewhere, and I can tell you it's too goddamn costly for them to put it on an airplane or a boat back to China to fix it and then send it back.
I
You're
don't
paying
think they'll-
shipping. You're paying shipping 2 ways, and there ain't no freaking business bean counter with his brain in the right place that's going to do that.
But I don't think it's some massive asset. It might be a building with maybe 100 employees or something. I don't think it's that big though.
True.
I mean,
but it's
I
still,
could be wrong, but
it's still
Well,
employees.
10 years ago, though, Justin, who would have ever thought that Walmart would be as big as it is today?
oh, you mean like
You know,
20,
they were
25
just
years
they were
ago?
just the local supermarket, you know.
Actually, a lot longer ago than that. I'd say late.
But I
early
mean,
to
they
late 90s.
have grown just by leaps and bounds, and that's what's probably going to happen.
So Tony, what were you meaning by that? I was just
What's
slightly
happening?
confused. How's it going?
Okay. So I've heard I'm going to count maybe 3-4 live streams where they're saying they've already proven that all of DJI's data is stored on Amazon Web Services. And those are in the United States. So it's got to be fine. It's a storage location.
And they have
Yeah, it doesn't
access
mean
to
they
it.
have access.
It doesn't
to it, so
mean
yeah.
anything. And what I was getting at is when someone says something like that with that much ignorance, you shouldn't be listening to them.
That's true though. Okay, I get what you're
Okay.
saying.
And
now.
that's what I was getting at. And every stream that said it, I posted exactly what I just said in the chat. No one's commented on it. It didn't get highlighted just
Yeah, 'cause-
because it's stored on a cloud service hosted by Amazon.
Yeah, it's no
doesn't
different than
mean
your own drive, like when you rent 200
anything.
gigs from Google. You have
Right.
access to that at any point.
There's that. And then the other piece is what happens when you turn your drone on and you're ready to fly? What's the first
You log
thing that
into
happens?
DJI's website.
You're logged into DJI directly. Okay, so you logged into DJI. What happens next? DJI decides if you are allowed to fly,
Fly in that area. Yep.
right? So
Based
Amazon
off a
Web
local
Services is
data,
making
based off
that
the
decision?
local database, though. That database is local to you, to the app. The DJI, the because it does that fly safe database update. So
but
it's
isn't
copying the
it,
database.
Tony? Isn't it
local.
FAA parameters that they've negotiated?
First of all, the FAA's never dictated anything to DJI. Why would they listen to the FAA? There's no law. There's no rule. There's no guidelines other than if it's a restricted airspace, if you're within 5 miles of an airport, if it's a TFR, you're not supposed to fly. That's
Yeah.
up to the pilot, not up to DJI. So you have a foreign entity dictating what U.S. pilots could do.
That is true though, because the drone literally won't let you take off in
It
certain
stops,
areas.
or it won't let you take off, or it stops. Like it hits a wall.
Well, and there's other people who've been in
Especially
An area?
FPV doesn't have that.
in an area that turns into a TFR. You get TFR starts at 4 p.m. and you're flying there and you're within it. I've heard, and this is factual. It's been in many live streams in the past 4 years. The drones just landed wherever they were. They don't get returned to home. They go right into the water. And some of those people have gotten new drones from DJI because they've shown them logs and so on and so forth. But I think personally, I think that's part of the problem with DJI is they have too much control over the products. They're consumers that own them. They have too much control over them. Yeah,
Well,
if they decide,
Tony,
they
the
can push a
question
button and none of our drones will ever
the
take off
question
again.
I would have though, Tony, is it the average drone pilot is pretty much electronically ignorant. They're just using the system.
Agree. And there's a lot more drone pilots than our community. Our community is tiny compared to the vast amount of people that own these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause there's
Oh
some
yeah,
that,
I would agree.
I mean, that's what I said before. A lot of people that are in like just say a handful of shows, Adrian's, Ray's, Paul's, they all know each other, but they all think they're the center of the drone community. In reality, there's another bubble of people just like that on YouTube that you'll never meet or see because you might not run across their shit, or they might be on another platform that you don't go on.
Or they're just not on YouTube at all.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. Or the majority has no affiliation, might have a friend who has a drone and that's it.
Or they might not have any friends that have it. They just have it themselves and they don't go on
Exactly.
YouTube. They don't do anything.
Or
And I've talked to
16-year-old kids go to
I've
Best
talked to
Buy
a
and
lot
buy
of
a
those
drone,
people.
you know?
Yeah,
Right.
I've talked to a lot of those people when I've been out flying. They'll go, "Oh yeah, hey, I got a drone," but none of them will know jack diddly squat. They bought it and they just go and fly it.
And live streams like this and every other one that's out there and all the drone reviews and the unboxings and the comparisons, DJI is everywhere. So their name is highlighted. It's like being on the front page of the New York Times every day. So when people looking, they say, "Oh, it's got to be DJI." I mean, they I don't want to say they create it, but we create it. We create that headline.
We support their creation, right?
Well, and I say all the time, they suck as a company. They make great products. I mean, I have an Avata, I have a Mini 3 Pro, I had a Mini, I had a Phantom 3, I had, so there's a bunch of great product. But as far as a company goes, when it comes to why are they doing certain things, people question it. And it only takes, and in this case, I think there's another manufacturer that's probably leading this lobby, pushing all of the right buttons. They're I don't think they're going to succeed, but I don't know if you saw on Phantom Flight 101's stream tonight, they talked about I guess it's a bill in New York that's on the books now, that's basically revamped that old 1948, I think it was 1948, restriction that you cannot take off or land an aircraft in New York City limits. And now it states, including drones, so on and so forth, permits and insurance. And there's a whole list. They had it up on their stream earlier. But those kind of things should be stopped. I mean, that has, it's ridiculous.
But yeah, all I was saying about that whole bill though is I would still be paying attention and just don't put it in the back of your head and just assume it's not going to pass because at any point
of
something
course.
could happen, because between now and then somebody could decide to run a drone into a fucking electrical station like they've done before. And I think that's happened once or twice here in the US.
There
And then
was
all
a
of a sudden that's their catalyst for pushing it through. They're like, all right, that's it. I mean, we just don't know.
Yeah, and I think they need to take them on a one by one basis. And if you have a pilot, even if it was, I mean, they, getting into a private aircraft, a manned aircraft, is obviously a lot harder to do.
Oh,
But
for sure.
it only takes one, But yeah, those pilots that do very stupid things that are directly illegal and unsafe, and they should get what they have coming to them.
Howdy all.
You got YouTube playing, Dominic?
Dominic,
Have
we can hear you YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you even manage that on a phone?
I don't know.
He's got the live stream.
Or
on YouTube
do you
pulled
got
up
the
on his
radio
phone.
going?
Oh, no radio going.
The echo started as soon as he came in.
Okay. I don't hear it now though.
What's happening, Dom?
Must be app. I'm all right. I just had to do a couple of things. That's why I was a bit late.
What
Yeah,
time is
yeah.
it there right now?
What's that?
What time is it there right now?
11 o'clock.
Yeah,
What?
11:05.
Shit.
So take our time, TJ, and just add 2 hours. And if it's night here, it's daytime there. If it's
Right.
the daytime night
Yeah,
there,
just-
it's daytime here. So if
It's
it's
11
9 p.m.
a.m.-ish.
Yeah. So if it's
Well,
the 9 p.m. just
TJ,
add
that's
2
the
hours.
easy way to do it. You're talking 14 hours difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
usually look at the
9,
time and just
10.
add 2
Right,
hours.
yeah, reverse the daytime to nighttime and add 2
Right.
hours.
I only deal in UTC time, so that's all I care.
Well, if it's UTC, it's 1 a.m.
No,
Well, I've been trying to get-
I can tell you, Dominic, that all of the servers in Microsoft Azure are on UTC 0. Everything
Yep.
is on that. Is on
I'm
that.
GMT plus 10.
Yeah.
So
There
Rod,
is
Rod,
no plus. There is no plus.
I'm
10.
waiting, Rod, for Dominic to give us the winning lottery ticket numbers for tomorrow, today.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Uh,
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
but your lottery system is different to mine, though.
Well, if you're buying the tickets, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Buy the ticket and then fly back here. It's complicated, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, because it would take me 14 hours to get to Los Angeles.
Like I
At
said,
best.
all the pieces are there. We just have to figure it out.
And that's 14 hours for you to fly east to get to the west coast.
No, none of this flying bullshit. You just call Scotty and say, "Hey, Scotty, beam me over."
Bring me out, yeah.
Beat me over, Scotty. Yeah.
So how you been, Tony? You been doing good though?
Yeah. We got a lot of smoke up here.
Yeah, I've heard it's bad up there.
There's somebody
Where-
posted some pictures
where-
of
where
the
do you-
George Washington Bridge.
Where do you live at, Tony?
I'm in the Catskills, upstate New York.
Oh, okay.
I heard it's all the way. Somebody said earlier in the chat it's all the way down in Pennsylvania right now.
Yeah, it would be
Wow.
in along the Delaware Valley in Pennsylvania by now, easy.
Mm,
Our building has smoke in it. I
mm.
had to turn the HVAC off yesterday, and yeah,
Wow.
you can walk down the hallways. There's smoke inside our building.
Somebody
Oh,
said that
wow.
it could reach Florida, but we're still showing green on the
Yeah,
air quality
it's-
thing. So
it's,
Mm.
my understanding is, and I chatted with somebody in Alberta. The air is clearing up there, but Ontario, Canada, all the way down through upstate New York
Yeah.
Mm.
is inundated with smoke. Looking at about a quarter mile ahead, the trees look like your background, Justin.
oh wow.
Yeah, it's that bad.
That's what Chuck Kovacian was on the other day, and he
Yeah.
held his cell phone up outside, and it looked just like your background, Justin.
Yeah. that's
So
what
is
I'm saying.
is it to the point where it's bothering you being in the building?
Not so much in the building, but outside, yeah. I am going to send you right now in your messenger.
Uh huh.
I just sent you some pictures. that I took when I was I ran out real quick for lunch today. And this is on the road. This is on the road that would go all the way up. But where's Cove Action? He's up in Albany or Syracuse?
I can't remember exactly where he's at. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty
Cool.
foggy.
Syracuse. Yeah, I remember we had that a couple of years ago when we had bushfires, and it was that bad.
Right, but
Yeah.
this is coming from 3,000 miles away, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
damn,
That's crazy.
that's pretty thick.
Yeah, they
It is
shut
true.
Newark
3,000
and
miles
LaGuardia
good,
down
right?
today.
The JSK said it's going down the East Coast. It's bad here in Jersey too.
Okay.
And Mike, no, Dom's not giving Addie's phone number to you.
Who's
Relax
Addie?
yourself.
Who is Addie anyway? Who is that?
That
I'll
was
let her
a,
know.
Huh?
I'll let her know.
you don't remember
Go
her?
back.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the chick that was in the car with you that one day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was on
yeah,
a bunch of live streams with Dominic.
Oh,
yeah,
She actually came on a
Just got-
couple live streams by herself.
oh,
Yeah.
huh.
I think
Yeah,
mine was
she
one of
just
them,
got
wasn't
a-
it?
I haven't
Was
seen her
that?
in a while. That's probably why I was.
Yeah,
She
she's
had-
just got a few. She's just got a few issues to deal with at the moment.
That's our air quality index right now.
Oh wow,
Jesus.
that's crazy.
Yeah, ours is in the green, like in the low green. When I checked it earlier, somebody put the link in there for it, and I
I'll be
checked it.
curious if Chuck did what I told him to do, which is go out and throw the drone up at 400 feet to see if he can get over it.
No,
Probably not, but
our sky we have not seen the sun except what you would see during I don't want to say an eclipse, but you could stare directly at the sun. It's just a bright orange dot in the sky now.
Yeah,
It's almost like a really foggy or cloudy day, kind of,
Well, yeah, but
with like
it's
an orange
different.
tint.
See, clouds cover the sun. This
Well, it's more of
isn't
a dark gray where that's kind of an
Yeah.
orangey type tint.
yeah.
exactly.
Looks like an orange ball.
yeah, we get that here in Florida. It's called Saharan dust.
Oh, okay.
We get our oranges and purples when the Saharan dust is
Yeah,
up in
JSK
the
's
atmosphere.
JSK said South Jersey ain't doing good neither.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
got to be in the neighborhood. It's in Newark. It's shut down the Newark airport.
Where does Tim's daughter live?
Which one? Tim's got kids internationally.
Yeah, got everyone.
I don't know.
Oh,
He was
wow.
saying, I hope my daughter is okay.
No, I think she lives in Jersey. That's why he's asking.
Oh.
No, and Tim also has a daughter over in Australia that he had
Oh.
when he
Yeah.
moved over there.
And probably one in the UK as well.
Possibly one in South Korea. I'm still not entirely
Yeah.
sure about that.
South America, Philippines,
The
maybe one in
Philippines.
New Zealand.
I saw a South Korean running down there going giggity giggity giggity.
I can't,
Nice.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know if I'm being.
That's what Tim reminds me of is fucking Quagmire.
Yeah.
So they haven't like told you guys to stay home, or they're letting everybody just kind of go out and work like normal.
Yeah. Business as usual. But if you stay inside, it's really not that bad. But like I said, on Monday, yesterday, Tuesday, I think in the morning we really didn't see much, but by noon it was getting gray, and by 4 or 5 o'clock it was half of what I just showed you. That was today. Smoke was coming in the building yesterday, and then they shut off the HVAC late in the day, and there's no AC, nothing on, but it's cool outside because there's no sun.
Is it setting off a lot of fire alarms and shit too though?
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't. It's not like a thick smoke inside. It's like when you're walking around, you can see there's like someone was vaping.
Think about that. Yeah, but think about that safety hazard, right? If the building's got so smoky, you'd literally have to turn off the fire alarms in order to
Well, yeah,
And then I wonder if they'd even let you work in that situation.
yeah, I don't know, but hopefully it starts clearing up. I mean, I don't know how much more is coming down this way, but the wind's still blowing from the north. So
I wonder if they canceled the Yankees game. I saw that on ESPN. There was a bunch of talk about whether that they should cancel the game tonight.
well, with the air quality, I guess they have a threshold. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Tim, you never told me your daughter was a firefighter. How you doing?
My niece is a firefighter.
He said, close the parkway 30 miles in Ocean County. Is that near you? How far? Oh, no, you're not in Jersey, huh?
Me?
Yeah, JSK said they closed 30 miles of the parkway in Ocean County. I'm
Well,
assuming
Ocean
that's-
County's down by Atlantic City, I think, or Ocean.
Yeah,
County.
that's probably about right.
Yeah, south of, from and south of.
Yeah, all you guys need is some good wind to come through there and clear it out.
That's a lot of wind.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just come in
That's
there
also
with
what's
like
blowing it
huge
here.
fucking like vacuum, or not vacuums, but remember vacuums are big blow fans or whatever.
Yeah, how's that for the ozone?
Hmm.
Our atmosphere.
Yeah, I just checked and the Yankees game was postponed.
Yeah, there was some talk about that this afternoon.
Be out there in fucking gas mask playing.
Hmm.
You ever put a gas mask on with the
Yeah.
filter?
Yeah.
With the filter.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you think wearing a N95 mask is bad?
That,
I know.
Yeah. I had it and the filter, the real one.
I did some bead blasting and wore one.
yeah, it's after about 20 minutes, it's
They
no
have
fun.
the a test, so you could put the gas mask on. I have an Israeli gas mask. You could put the gas mask on, and it has the it's just a round mouthpiece, smaller than your
Hmm.
mouth, right? And then they have a trainer, and it's a cap you put on it, and you can't fit. I don't believe you could fit a Bic pen through that hole, and that's the hole you. That's the equivalent
Yeah.
of breathing through the filter.
Oh, wow. Never knew that, Tim. You never told. I don't think you've ever mentioned that before. Been a firefighter for 4 years now. I don't ever remember you saying that before.
Hmm.
And even worse is having to put the Kim suits on. And it's
Yeah.
90 degrees outside.
You know what's the
Ooh.
sad thing?
That'd be rough as anything.
You know what the really bad thing is? Is me and TJ could actually both be Tim's son-in-laws.
Yeah. Tim, you want to adopt
How's
us?
how's that make you feel, Tim?
Want to adopt me and Justin, Tim?
You sure you want Tim as your stepdad?
I mean, like, hey, look, I have Jesus as a stepdad.
Until tomorrow, they're going to play a double header if possible.
I don't think it's going away tomorrow either.
No, it's.
so.
I think tomorrow. Well, I don't know. I didn't see any reports, but I would gather it's going to be worse than today. And hopefully tomorrow is the worst of it, and it's over. But I don't know. There's got to be something on radar.
I have a feeling that's going to take at least a few days, if not more, for it to
Well,
clear out.
The fires might. I think the fires have been burning there for a couple months.
Well,
And
think about how much residual is still coming behind that, you know?
right. Well, they said an email this morning basically said the air is better up there now, but their better might be what ours is now. You know,
Right. Let's see if I can find
you looking for radar?
something with a radar picture or something. Airnow.gov. What is this?
You just need a low pressure to come by and change the wind direction.
Yeah, because the East Coast is sitting in a high pressure.
Yeah,
just
the
call
wind's
upon-
coming out of the wind's coming out of north, so it's blowing it on south to the south.
Just call upon Superman. He'll blow all that stuff away.
No, we'll send TJ to like Toronto and just and feed him a bunch of beans.
Well, this is
Oh.
here.
He'll pass enough gas to blow it all out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's showing that it's down by Florida, but I haven't. But look how thick it is right here, though. So that's like
Yeah,
super,
so
super
where are
light.
we?
Be
Zoom
right
in a
there.
little bit more on upstate New York. So yeah, scroll down just a little. So Catskills. So you're up there. I'm trying to see. So
That means Tony's close to
Middletown.
one of my favorite companies.
So if you go
So-
straight above New Jersey, like straight up, there's a 3 red squares, and now right where your mouse
here?
is now. Yeah, right over there. So that's where I'm at up there, but right above New Jersey.
Yeah, and see, you can see where it's all the darkest part too.
But it looks
Okay.
like it might be clearing up.
So it cuts right there. That's like the worst area right there.
That's the swirl around the high.
But like I said,
okay.
it's showing it all the way down to Mexico and over Florida, but I guess it's so thin and light that it's not noticeable.
Right, and how much of it's on the ground too.
Right, that's probably high atmosphere or something.
If you look up, I mean the sky here has been, gray, white, tan color for
Oh, I was outside
days.
today. It looked well, it did rain for a little bit, but
yeah.
for the most part, it was bright blue skies. I didn't notice anything.
Yeah, I'm sure the rain would help.
Like I said, Tony's close to one of my favorite companies,
What's your favorite
And
company?
what's that?
Macintosh Laboratories,
Oh, okay.
Binghamton.
Oh,
They're-
Binghamton. I drove through there at the beginning of May.
That's where Macintosh Laboratories is manufactured.
Now is that where?
High end audio equipment.
Okay, high. Oh,
wow.
Macintosh. Okay,
Macintosh, yes.
so
that
my-
Macintosh.
my stepfather is selling a Macintosh amplifier,
Mm,
mint condition.
they're
Uh,
great. They
yeah,
make
it
great
was-
stuff.
That was I guess the goods back in the day.
So there's
No,
another
it still
company
is.
called Macintosh.
Macintosh Laboratories and Apple had to get approval from them to
Hmm.
name the Macintosh
Oh,
what it
okay, I
was.
was gonna say which one had it
They
first.
existed long.
I think I
before
had a
Apple.
Macintosh
Okay.
when I was growing up.
I was gonna say I'm surprised Apple hadn't sued him, but I wasn't sure which one.
No,
was
no,
out
no,
first.
no. Macintosh has been around. Macintosh Laboratories has been around forever. They are one of the premier high end audio.
Do you know where Bill
Yeah.
Gates' first office was?
New
Wasn't it-
Mexico.
Wasn't his garage?
Albuquerque, New Mexico. It was
Hmm.
pretty close to where I worked, and I took a picture. It was a little brick building, tiny thing, and they actually have one of those bronze plaques on it now. Saying it was the
Like a little
starting-
tourist thing.
Yeah, it was the starting place for Bill Gates and Microsoft.
See, what they should do is set it up like a little computer museum. That'd be
In
perfect for that.
Albuquerque.
Oh, why not?
So Justin, to give you an idea, the Macintosh MX170, which is their high end receiver at the moment, that thing lists price just for the receiver $16,000.
Oh, wowzers.
Christ, do you have it pulled up?
You can pull it up. Go to Macintoshlaboratories.com or Macintoshlabs.com. I don't have the MX170. I had an MX150. I've since downgraded to the MX100, and even that one was $5,000. And that's not the amplifier. The ironic part of it is the amplifier that I have. When I bought that amplifier in 2004, it cost me about $6,000 for the amp. That same amp, they still make it now, lists for over 10,000. I could actually sell it and make money. And it's like 18 years old.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of their shit.
the killer part about Macintosh Labs is their signal to noise ratio. If you hear something, you hear some glitch or something, it was fucking recorded that way because their noise ratio is like 0.00000 something. It's unreal how good the quality is on that system.
Guys, I'm gonna say goodnight for now because I gotta get up pretty early tomorrow for work.
Oh, don't go sucking on the nitrous bottle too much.
No.
Over in the corner, right? It's over there in that corner. Isn't that what you
Yeah, they're in
said?
the corner.
The
over there.
nitrous bottle's over there in the corner?
They're over there in the corner.
Yeah, over there in the corner. I know.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Y'all have a good
Later.
night. We'll see y'all
Take
later.
it easy, Teach.
All right, y'all too.
But the crazy thing is I think it's so expensive. Amazon doesn't even carry any of their shit.
No, it's not sold. It's only sold through dealers.
Yeah, they don't even have anything. I was checking.
No. Like I said,
was
these
curious if
guys
they had
are
it.
freaking high end. This is like buying a Ferrari.
Oh, Jesus, look how dark that is.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I like whoever did the side by sides. That's cool.
Is it? Oh, okay. That's not. Is that right now?
Yep.
Jesus.
The one on the left is March the 19th, and the one on the right is June the 7th.
Wow.
There's a reason they shut the airports down.
Looks like LLA in the 80s.
Yeah.
Or before they started doing all that,
Yeah, because of all the smog.
yeah, that's how LA used to look all the time. It was really bad.
It's also how Mexico City looks every day. Their smog
Same
is
with-
their smog is horrid in Mexico City.
Same with a lot of Chinese cities look like that too.
hmm
There's quite a
Problem
few
in
that are
Mexico
really bad.
City is it's at the bottom of a volcano with all the mountains surrounding it, so all the shit just hangs in the air.
It's a big, that's like actually, isn't that like the biggest?
One of the
city?
largest cities on the planet. There's
Yeah,
20, well, it's probably 27, 28 million people now.
Jesus Christ.
It's one of the few places I've been where a 3-lane highway turns into a 5-lane highway.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's just crazy. I would not want to drive there.
That's fucking massive.
Hmm.
Cause LA don't even have that. What does LA have like? It's a population in LA like around 10 million or something.
I'll just say when you're flying into Mexico City to land in the airport, you're over top of the city a good long time before you finally get to the freaking airport. You could see it. The city just goes on and on and on and on.
Have you ever flown into Kai Tak in Hong Kong?
No, haven't been to Asia, Dominic.
Oh, okay. You go.
I've been
right
everywhere
through-
but
right
Asia.
through buildings. Look that up on. Look it up on YouTube.
Is it worse than the old Hong Kong
I don't
airport?
know if they still have them.
Is it worse than
What was
the
that?
old Hong? Is it worse than the old Hong Kong airport?
Even worse, yeah.
Jesus.
Basically flying through the city, almost down the main street.
Actually, Mexico
We're gonna
City
hit building.
actually fifth on the list. Tokyo's the number one. They got 37 million. Delhi's got 29, Shanghai 26.
Because
Sao
they
Paulo,
built a new airport recently.
21, and Mexico's got 21 million.
I was thinking they had like 25 million, but whatever.
There's not even any.
It's
US cities
monstrous.
on
I'll
there.
just say that it's monstrous.
Well, and it's like how accurate are these census really are? You know, they got to be off by quite a pretty decent margin. I mean, some of these countries, I think it's more just of an estimate. I don't think they're actually going around and counting everybody.
Yeah, Dominic, there's an airport, San Diego's airport. It's got an interesting feature that the jets have to be careful of and not go too low. There's a freaking parking garage that sits on a hill at the end of the runway. They're literally
Mm.
like 150 or 200 feet over top of that parking garage coming in for a landing. So if the pilot's a little low, you might wind up in the parking garage instead of on the runway.
Mm.
It's like LaGuardia. You might end up in the river.
Oh yeah, end up in the river. Yeah. That I've been in there a bazillion times.
What was that one airport everybody used to sit outside that fence? Because
St. Martin.
yeah, that was the
San
one
Martin.
that they'd fucking hold on to the fence and shit from the jet
Yeah.
engines.
Yeah.
You'd see
You can get
literally
within, I think you can get within about 50 feet.
yeah,
Maybe a little less.
I've seen people blown off their feet. at
Yeah,
that.
if you stand
standing
if
there.
you stand at that when they're taking off, you'll get windburn.
Wild shit.
And when they're landing, you're only meters from getting hit by one of the landing gear.
And you know, they actually, going back to the population thing, they said that they think that China's population is off by about 400 million. Actually less than what they say they have. They think that they overcounted by
Could
around
be.
400 million. There was a thing out there about that talking about. They said China overestimated by around 400 million is what they're guessing.
So Tony, I actually saw an incident at LaGuardia one time when I was coming in. So a lot of times you'll fly in and you'll fly up the river and come back. So I was looking out the window, and there was a jet that, well, apparently he was going to land, but you could tell he had gone full nose up. They had because those runways crossed, they had let the other guy take off. So I literally watched the one guy do a go around right over top of the other jet that was taking off.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those. There's a guy who does tower to airplane YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw one of those, but it was between a FedEx and
Yeah, this crossing runways at LaGuardia are fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
And whatever your flight time is at LaGuardia, whenever you pull away from the gate, you can count on the fact that you're going to be on the ground for about another hour before you actually get taken off from that airport. It sucks. I hated it.
I think I've had two trips where I've taken off and landed there, and the landing's always rough. The turbulence coming in there is rough.
I've actually went down a rabbit hole lately on YouTube watching this channel, Green Dot Aviation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He covers
Yeah,
all the
I've been
different.
I've done that as well.
Yeah, he covers like all the major plane crashes and really goes in depth.
Yeah. I have gone pretty much, I think I've watched all their videos.
So LaGuardia and San Francisco are two places where you're landing. Well, LaGuardia, depending on which direction you're coming from, but you'll swear that you're landing on the water. San Francisco, you're always landing on the water because they're always coming from that direction.
Is San Francisco the one that has the runway goes over a highway or something?
Oh, I know. I know what you're talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking about, right? There's a runway that actually goes over a highway.
Yeah, that's not San Francisco.
Let me see if I can find it. I actually
I think it's a
just
runway. It might be a taxiway, but I'm pretty sure it's a runway.
Where is this? I think it's in Germany.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was close.
Let me see here.
Or is that Germany, Frankfurt, or Germany, Munich?
Oh, I'm gonna share it here in a sec.
If
Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah.
that Munich or
So it's a taxiway. Planes taxi over overcoming traffic. It's
is that
Germany.
Frankfurt?
Schlickendick. I don't know how to pronounce that. Because I'm sure half the letters are silent.
Yeah.
It's S-A or S-C-H-K-E-U-D-I-C-K. DITZ.
Scroll down a little bit, see if it gives it city close.
Where's it near?
Fuck, I don't know. I can't even pronounce the name of the city.
Zoom in on that photo and see if you can read the sign.
Yeah, see if you can read the signs.
Yeah,
you
German's
can't.
easy to read. Just
can't
don't
zoom in
mention the
on it.
war. The only thing you can't do is mention the war. Everything else you can
Just
ask-
highlight it, put it in Google Maps. It'll take you right to it.
Yeah, cut and paste the name and put it into Google Maps. And
Okay,
it should
hold
tell you where it is. Germany's not that big. It's a tiny place.
on. All right, let me. All right, let's see here.
Leesbigs? Lake?
Plug a hot and looking this in there.
Zoom out, zoom out.
God damn it.
Zoom out,
Dominic,
see if we
I
can
can't
find
read any of this shit.
Leipzig.
Leipzig. I'm trying to.
Leipzig.
Where are we? Dresden.
Oh shit, it's up
Dresden's off
that
to the
way. It's northwest of Dresden.
Yeah.
So it's in the northwest part of Germany, I think.
Pan up there. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
It's near the United Kingdom. That's about as best I can read for you, Dominic.
I'm just trying to work out if it's anywhere near Poland.
I don't see that anywhere on here. Landsberg?
We're going to find either Berlin.
Berlin would be further.
It's northwest of Dresden.
Yep.
Okay. Trying to work out where that is then.
The only one I can read is Landsberg.
It's north central. It's north central Germany.
Okay. I'm just trying to work out where.
Yeah, it's closer to the Netherlands, Belgium side of Germany.
Netherlands. Well, Netherlands is where Roland's from.
Oh, it's southwest of Berlin by a pretty good distance.
Okay.
There's
Because then you
Berlin.
got the Bavarian
Berlin,
district.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I know where. I've got a rough idea. But Europe is tiny.
I can't fucking pronounce any of those damn names though. It's like Schlizzenberg.
Munich you could pronounce in Berlin.
Berlin's easy. Dresden is easy. Essen is easy.
Yeah, but when you start
Bavaria
getting
is easy.
yeah, but when you start getting into all the little mom and pop towns, that's when you fucking lose me.
Yeah.
There's like 32 letters in the name of the fucking name.
It's probably easier than the Dutch names.
Oh, don't go there.
Or what was that name in fucking
The other one is Wales. They've got some strange names.
that was the one I was thinking of, the one in Wales. Yeah, this fucking name right here.
The one with the long train station.
Look at this.
Gergen?
Yeah.
What in the fuck is that? That's just fucking
I think-
ridiculous.
I think
I'm sorry.
Hey, wait,
I
copy
think what
that.
happened is people they had leftover letters and they just thought, oh, we'll just throw it on the.
Copy it, go into Google Translate and have it read it. For shits and
Yeah,
giggles.
Yeah,
hold on,
the signage on that train station is longer than the train station.
This should be funny.
Now, where's Welsh Rob when you need him?
Farfennugan. JD says.
Yeah.
Ken Harron would always say Flurgengergen.
Yeah. What was the other one?
Oh my god, dude. I think Google just shut itself. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready?
Clanvarpith Gwingith Gagareth Wendrabith Lintasilia go go gok.
What?
Wait. You got to play it in Welsh. Play it on the other side.
Go.
That's just as bad, though.
At the end.
I was just going to say, can you imagine the train conductor?
Google doesn't know what to do with itself. I don't even know if that
Can you
pronounced.
Hello,
imagine getting in a
911?
cab and saying,
What's your
take
loca-
me to here, you know?
Oh God, can you
Yeah.
imagine calling 911? Their equivalent of that.
So
What's your location? Okay, we got it. Never mind. We know where
And
you're
how
at.
do they, you'd be at the train station. How do they fit that on their TV screens?
To me, that's just. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous.
They
having
do the old
talent at all.
Microsoft way. It's the first 6 letters of tilde and
So
How do you-
Dominic, do you think it could rival Intish from Lord of the Rings? Remember how in the movie when the
Elvish?
no Ints
Oh,
and the guy came over and he says, because Pippin and Merry were like, "What took you so long?" And he was like, "It takes a long time to say anything in Intish." The inch. So maybe that's int. Maybe that's not German.
Middle Earth.
Yep, Middle
Yeah.
Earth.
I think we've been through this. I don't know which stream I was on, but some of those New Zealand place names are a little bit strange. On the North Island, some of the names on there are very strange.
No Name, Colorado. That's actually a city. No Name, Colorado.
Wow.
Tiny town. There's a
Bump
tiny-
Bass,
Well,
Virginia.
Isn't there a place called Intercourse over there?
Yep.
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's
right
in
next to.
Amish, in Amish country of all places.
It's not too
Yeah,
far from Hershey, Pennsylvania, right?
What about Dildo in Newfoundland?
Oh yeah, Newfoundland's got like a bunch of sexual names.
Well, there's one in Austria, and it's called fucking.
I've seen the video on that.
I've seen the sign on the side of the highway.
Yeah, fucking Austria.
Yeah, they did a documentary about that place, and
Yeah.
they went deep with how many ways they use that name.
Like, so is that how they pronounce it, or is it just
That's
how
the way it's spelled.
But do they pronounce it the same way though?
No, it's actually, if you want to, I believe it's pronounced Fosking.
Fosking, but it's spelled English. It's
Yeah.
fucking.
Fucking, yeah.
Because I know that there was an Italian basketballer, and his name is Fucki. But
Fucker.
yep, but the way it was pronounced is Fosca. Because it was on an Olympic, it was on an Olympic thing, and you could see on the back of his t-shirt, you could see the letters Fucki, and they say no, we pronounce it Fosca. Because that was an international incident years ago.
Fosca. ENT is
Yeah.
a walking tree, right? JD says.
Yes, the ints are the walking trees. Yes.
Ah, okay.
That's fucking crazy, man. Literally. That's the
But-
thing is it's spelled in the English way of that, but they don't pronounce it that way. So to them,
Yeah.
it's not funny, probably.
Yeah, it's probably not funny. Yeah.
I don't know. I like the German word for six.
What is that?
Sex.
Sex?
Yeah.
Well, if you go
That's the way they say it. That's the way they say it.
Yeah. If you go to New Zealand, anything between, if it's between 5 and 7, it sounds like sex.
Yeah, I
It's the
believe
same
it.
as their decks. If you're going out on the deck, the way they say it, it sounds like dick.
He said Gregor. How'd you say it? Fucker?
Foster.
Fosca?
Fosca is pronounced, because the C becomes an S.
What's up, Corey?
Thank you, Corey. Couldn't remember his first name. Yeah, if you go to it, type his name in there, and you'll see, the basketball T-shirt. It had that there because they couldn't put the, little accent over the C.
You know what's funny is you remember the movie Meet the Parents? How his middle name was Gaylord.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny is if you actually read the credits in the movie, there's a couple people involved in the movie that had that last name.
We used to have an Indian restaurant here called Gaylord.
He said, "Wait a minute, your name's Gaylord Fokker." Oh, that's funny.
I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Here's another one for you. There's an Indian restaurant. I don't know if it's still going, but before the pandemic, there was an Indian restaurant, and it was called Putana.
Nice.
And I'm just going to say,
Bhutan.
Tony might know what that means.
Bhutan.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's actually, I guess there's Italian, but it's also Spanish. It's pretty much the same. But yeah, it's like a whore.
Yeah, whore.
Wow.
And it's the same as the Italian tomato sauce called puttanesca. And when you translate it, it's called whore sauce.
If you want confusion, have a guy whose last name is Major be in the army. Private major. Like private major.
That could be private major.
I could see Tony walking into a restaurant and be like, "I thought this was something else. Never mind."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, JDS?
JDS. First again.
And of course, he went right down that rabbit hole. Poontang means pussy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And there we go. We're going down
you lost your
down
monetization.
that rabbit hole again.
Well, I mean, we probably lost it back when we were talking about fucker. Actually, you only have to go, was it 30 seconds or something now, or 40 seconds on a live stream?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have a long intro.
Yeah, I think it's 8 seconds for a video. And I think live stream is just like 40 seconds or something. As long as you don't cuss or anything or do anything in that first 40 seconds, you're considered advertiser friendly.
Okay.
I don't know why the hell they picked that time. Like on the video is 8 seconds. So just do like a 10-second intro on your video. You're good to go. Like if you're doing content like mine with the gaming, we kind of have some foul mouths in that game. So if you do a 10, 15, even 20-second intro just to get you over that time, you're good to go. So I get the little green money symbol on all my videos. So
that's good to hear that.
The only ones that I don't is on the shorts. And this is the thing is you're supposed to hit a 10 million mark on the shorts to get monetization. But yeah, it tells me, it puts a yellow one on there and it says partial monetization. So I don't know if I'm just getting partial money from it. They don't give you the
you're
full
probably,
amount.
because you're probably getting access to a bigger range of music. They're probably just going to take a little bit out of it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the reason or if they're not giving me the full amount for those shorts. They're just giving me a little tiny piece of it.
Yeah, they're giving you a nibble.
Because I'm not at that 10 million view mark. I mean, you have to maintain 10 million views every 90 days in order to get paid for the shorts.
Some people like to be a piece of piss.
And a couple of big YouTubers did the math on it. And they said for about every million views on those, you'll make about $1,000. But, for a channel that has 50, 60,000 subs, it's really not hard for you to put a short out and get 30, 40,000 views on it because YouTube's gonna push that short.
You would have to get 33, you'd have to get around 34,000 views a day to get 10 million.
Right. And if you're a big creator, if you're a decent sized channel at 100,000 subs, You could easily, if you put 2-3 shorts out a day, you could easily hit that goal within just a few weeks, to be honest with you. I mean,
Well,
some-
I've seen shorts get 10 million on one video.
right. So yeah, I mean, you could
But
hit it. It's not that
that sweet
unrealistic.
spot.
There's
I mean,
someone
it's-
saying you need to step up the pace, Justin.
Yeah, you've just got to find that sweet spot and hit it.
I guess I put 2 out every day. I schedule them a week, like every week. Usually on Saturdays or Sundays, I'll get like what 14 clips together. And that doesn't take me very long. I just pull 14 random clips from my videos and make them anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds long. And then I just schedule 2 a day at the same time every day. And then the weekends, sometimes I don't schedule them on Saturdays and Sundays because I've noticed on Saturdays and Sundays, it's a real wild card. You could post 2 at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and all of a sudden they'll get a shit ton of views. And then you do it the next weekend at the same time and nothing. But then you'll repost them at like 3 o'clock and all of a sudden they'll just take off. So I think because the weekends more people are on YouTube, maybe it's just kind of more of a wild card on those. Not entirely sure. I haven't figured it out. But I've found that 3 p.m. is my sweet spot to upload shorts. That's when I tend to get the most views. So. But yeah, I still haven't. I actually could contact YouTube in that little chat thing and just ask them what that yellow thing means. I'm not sure. I haven't asked them, but I should get in touch with them and just ask them what it is and give me the info on it.
They're gonna say, "What are you, an idiot? Read the manual."
Well, it's cool. Well, it's cool when you get monetized that you can actually contact a live person in a little chat thing if you have any questions or anything, and they can actually go through your account if you're having an issue and help straighten it out for you. And they'll tell you what to do and what's going on. And they'll give you pointers if you need it, like if you're not sure about something.
Who was that drone YouTuber that they had? It was a monetized channel with lots of videos that got hacked and they lost their whole channel. Do you remember that? Like 3 years ago, maybe. I forgot what group it was, but they lost their whole channel. Someone hacked it, deleted everything, and then YouTube was like, "Oh well."
Yeah, I don't remember that because I know some of there's been big channels like Linus that just recently happened to Linus Tech. And even though they deleted his videos, YouTube still had his videos backed up with all the views and everything, and they put all his shit back onto his channel.
Yeah, see, they must have done something because they were having trouble doing that. They said we're not responsible. I remember they were, unless something else happened, and that was the cover.
I think you have to be a certain size though. Like if you're like a 5, 10, 15 million plus channel,
right?
I guarantee you they have a full backup of everything on your channel on some other server. And if something happens, because you're a big money maker for them, right?
Right.
They can upload everything right back up to it with all the likes that you had, all the comments. I guarantee you they back up all those big ass channels.
Yeah.
Because Linus didn't lose it because what they did was they hacked Linus's channel. They had a video of Elon Musk playing, talking about cryptocurrency. And they started deleting his videos as he went, and he had footage of him in his underwear on his computer at like 2 a.m, just fucking going to town with YouTube, trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. Because what happened was one of his guys actually clicked on a link that he thought was from an advertiser, and that's how they were able to get in. And it was just a mistake by one of his employees. He wasn't even mad at the employee. He was like, he was just looking at potential advertisers, clicked the wrong fucking link. That's all it took. He goes, so we're going to do better. We're going to try to put up some more, safety measures to keep people from accidentally doing that. But yeah, YouTube uploaded all his shit back right to his channel as if it had never happened. He had his channel back the next day. So I think if you're a certain size, if you're maybe 100,000, 200,000, to be honest, that's impressive, but it's not impressive by today's standard. Because look how many channels out there that are 1 million plus.
Let's say my
There's
pizza
thousands
guy
of
that
them.
I watch, he's at like 950,000 subscribers right now.
Right. And I'm sure once you hit 1 million, that probably unlocks a whole bunch of other shit. Because every every amount you get, I think when you hit like 10,000, it unlocks even more features.
Yeah, and I
then,
think 50, 100, 500, and a million.
Yeah, so each step that you get to, it unlocks more and more settings. and
Yeah,
different
because
things.
I've noticed that with several channels that I watch.
You
when they've
leaving,
gone
Paul?
over.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
see you later.
Okay.
Okay, careful.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Because
And
when you-
Heron's almost to 200,000. He's at 191 now.
Yeah.
Because I
Ken
mean,
Heron.
when you're like Linus, Mr. Beast, those type statuses, dude, like Unbox Therapy, those
Yeah.
guys probably have the
Mr.
fucking
Beast probably
CEO on
lives
the phone.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Mr.
they
Beast
probably got,
probably lives at the YouTube headquarters.
well, I'm saying those guys have executives they can call. Like they got guys at the top that
Him
they can
and
call directly.
yeah, to be him and PewDiePie. They've probably got the YouTube CEO on speed dial.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you get to a certain size, dude, that shit doesn't really matter. If something happens, they can get right in there with their text and figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
They'll get your shit back. I guarantee they got all those guys' channels back the hell up probably 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Just for, redundancy. Every time somebody comments, it probably goes right onto a backup server somewhere and backs up all the comments, the likes, any views, interactions. and all that
Hello,
stuff.
they all use HADR, so it's on multiple. It exists in multiple places
Well, that's what I'm saying.
instantaneously.
But what I'm saying is they're probably more secure on those types of channels because those are their big money makers. I mean, you're talking, dude, they told some company came in and offered Mr. Beast $1 billion for his channels on YouTube. They offered him that much for him to be able to have control of them. He turned it down. It turned out that was actually a shitty offer. Once they started doing the math on his channels of how many views he was getting, how much ad revenue he was pulling in for YouTube, dude, they said you're lucky you didn't take that offer because that would have been a shitty offer.
Probably about 4 or 5 billion.
Didn't he start out? He started out as gaming, right? And then he grew so big that
2012.
What's that?
He started in 2012.
Right, but it wasn't it like a gamer kind of
think
thing,
it
and
was
then he
similar
needed
to
a
that,
way.
yeah.
He needed a way to write off some of the income. So he started. Is that how he started giving money away? That's what I had heard.
I've seen, yeah, because I've watched many.
JD. It's a
I've watched
PewDiePie.
I've watched many videos on how he grew quickly and what he did. So it's pretty similar, yeah. JD.
Damn right. Where do you think Mr. Beast gets all his ideas from, JD?
Yeah.
I mean, I look at Mr. Beast's content, and I think from what I've seen, what people have said that have known him personally, he's never really had anything bad said about him. He seems to be a pretty genuine guy, kind of like Keanu Reeves is in Hollywood, right?
Yeah, his name is Jimmy.
But his content to me doesn't match the size he is, because I think his content's fucking stupid, but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
But-
it is starting to get that way now.
Like but that's just my personal opinion. I know obviously there's people out there like it because he's got the subs to match it.
Yeah.
And he gets the interactions, but that's just my personal opinion. I think his content's crap. Nothing against him himself. I just don't think his content's worthy of that much money a year.
I think it has gone downhill over the years.
Hello, we have a TV show called Jackass. So, that kind of content is popular, unfortunately.
Yeah, but those guys were funny though. Like I've went and watched Mr. Beast videos.
In the beginning, they were funny.
Yeah, I think they've gotten really cheesy.
Ran out of
over the
ideas.
years.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, it's nothing against him personally, but because like I said, all what I've seen of the guy, he seems to be a really cool, nice guy from what everybody said. That's not him.
You're not getting your suitcase filled with 10,000, Justin.
No. He could just give me 10,000 subs. I'd rather have that than the money.
Yeah, I'll take 10,000 as well.
You need a Mr. Beast push.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Matt would be so pissed. I just want to
Yeah,
get.
We need to annoy Mr. Beast enough that he gives us some subs.
Well, like I said,
don't even think I have 100 on my channel. I mean, not that I post a lot, but
well, I was really starting a fundraiser because I wanted to, get about 200 billion saved up. That way I could buy YouTube just so I could shut Matt's channel down. That's my only goal. So I can be at the very top and fuck with his channel, go in there and fuck with him in the algorithm. That's what I told Matt. But I still have like 199,999,000,000, however much change left to go. So it's still a ways away. So
I think
he-
Matt's safe.
yeah, he's safe for now. For now.
I got to take off.
All right.
You guys, good
appreciate-
seeing you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I appreciate
Hey,
you popping in.
Take it easy.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I need to run. I
I mean,
was-
it's 10 o'clock, so I'll probably just end it because it is Wednesday night. So
Yeah.
not too much going on tonight. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all popping in.
No worries.
What happened to Tony? He like faded off.
Yep.
See y'all later.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Later, Dominic.
Bye-bye.
Let's see here. All right, everybody. So I appreciate everybody popping in again tonight. Just kind of doing some random live streams over this week. So might do another one again tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. But I appreciate y'all popping in, and we'll see you guys again next time.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for check, expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. Now leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, no free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but the chains go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me.